RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode. What it do?
With that being said, right now, I mean, in the aftermath, where do we see Teofimo in the pound for pound list? Like,
he's got to be top 10. If you don't have him in top 10, you're a fucking hater.
I agree.
I gotta agree with that.
I probably would say off the top of my head. I mean, I gotta think about it, but I think I'd put him at like 7 at the top of my head, 7 or 8, and but I have to ramble off all the names first to think about it. But let me put it like this: niggas put Rigondeaux in the top 5 just off of the strength of his wins of Donaire and Agbeko. So you can't fucking not put fucking Teofimo in the top 10 at the very least off the strength of his.
And Rigo didn't KO neither of those dudes. At least Lopez got a KO over
consistency cops.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely top 10. Let's say, I mean, I was looking, if you're ruling a division and it's like clear, like you do have a top 10 spot. But honestly, I'd probably have to wait to the end of the year to see, what champions actually do fall to figure out where to put Teofimo. But he's definitely top 10 for sure.
Yeah, the pound for pound list on RingGangRadio.com will definitely be updated in December. It just you got a few more meaningful fights that gotta happen.
Right.
Like the aforementioned Tank and Leo Santa Cruz. You got Noi Inoue fighting.
Yep, at Halloween. Salute to that. Obviously
Spence and Danny Garcia.
And you have Estrada. He's pretty much pound for pound for most people too. Yeah. Basically, you gotta let these champions fight their fights really to see where to really place them at this point.
Yeah, but as of now, I feel like Teofimo Lopez is top 5 to me. It's not too many people I got ahead of him. Right now. You beat Lomachenko clean and clear, and you beat him in a way most people couldn't even envision or give you credit.
Right.
Because you know how they say, speed beats power, timing beats speed, and power beats timing. I felt like that's what we saw. The power kind of altered everything, and a lot of times, since people overrate punchers.
A lot.
Sometimes they underrate them too because they don't think how much power plays a role in a fight.
Yeah, because
it's like a cold war.
I mean, it depends because some fighters actually fall in love with the power, and they, and some just sometimes they deteriorate their own skill set because there's a history of this. Many boxers.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We always kind of look at the bad examples. We got 2 examples back to back recently about how power kind of just took over the fight, even though there was no knockout. The Ruben Villa and Navarrete fight.
Yes.
Power played the biggest role in that fight was power.
Yes.
I think the Lomachenko fight, Lopez, I feel like the biggest role in that fight was power. It's the game plan and strategy, all that shit was cool, and it accelerated the power and made it look better. But at the end of the day, Lomo, he didn't want to get in the kitchen.
No, he didn't.
And it wasn't because of the speed or the youth, it was because of that power. He felt those body shots. He felt being walked down. Dude played it safe. He had a Badu Chenko jack.
Yeah, he made a business decision, and it cost him. And then there was a lot of people there were so many people that were so they couldn't wait to talk shit. Even right now, you have some. I mean, it's funny too. Even among fighters, I mean, I was just reading Devin Alexander's Twitter. Devin was like, "Y'all really believed that Lomachenko was really pound for pound like that?" There was a lot of. I was like, "Dude,
damn, Devin Alexander said that."
Hell yeah, nigga! I was like, why is? I mean, Devin says a lot. He says some of the realest, wildest shit on his Twitter, bro. He's very opinionated, for a boxer. He don't care. And he was going. I was like, wow. And then you have people Lomachenko wasn't shit. That I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of Lomachenko, but Lomachenko definitely deserves his accolades. You know, I'm not a fan of his fighting or anything like that, but he deserved his accolades. He wasn't like he wasn't exposed in that fashion. Like, dude went up to his third division and fought a bigger fighter. This wasn't fucking lightweight. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just like.
I mean, Lopez, he made weight. You know, he fought a lightweight. You know that's what it is, and it's like I don't want people to make
not
too
lightweight,
much.
Featherweight. It wasn't featherweight. Why am I saying lightweight? Excuse me, featherweight. It wasn't
Oh, I'm like the fuck.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, featherweight. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like Lomachenko, he's fought bigger guys at lightweight. Like Pedraza's no guy.
Campbell was big.
Campbell's big as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is Lopez was like just a perfect storm. He was like the most explosive, most talented, quickest, youngest big guy. Like,
yeah, and
he had so much stuff going for him besides size.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not gonna be the end of Lomachenko. Like this wasn't the type of beating that you say, oh, it puts mileage on him. Lomachenko is old, but this wasn't like, you know, putting like all types of mileage on him. Like he'll be back.
But it's the mental mileage. It's the chinks in the armor. It's how everybody else in the sport views him. Will people look at him like food now? Like, we don't know until he fights another gunner. Like, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
food. He's still gonna be a tough outing for anybody.
Yeah, I don't think.
Depends on the fights though. Like are they willing to take to roll the dice on him, or are they gonna feed him a bunch of Anthony Corollas?
No, no more Toyota Corollas. I'm good.
I do know one thing though. All them talks about Lomachenko being able to beat Pacquiao. That shit is deaded. Like
that should have been dead. Like, when was that?
Shit did it when Thurman lost. Like, if that didn't did it then it's like, I don't know what else you need to see, because it almost kind of makes Lomachenko kind of look, you know, like, damn, you should have. Maybe now I see why you didn't want the Pacquiao fight, but you talked up like you was gonna beat Pacquiao ass and get no credit for it.
Yeah, you know, like, I mean, Pacquiao may be old, but you know, he can handle Lomachenko. Lomachenko would not be able to handle his power. And
I don't think Lopez would turn down a Pacquiao fight if it was presented to him.
Yeah, you know, and you know, who knows? Probably down the line we may actually see. Or it depends. Or you know, if the PBC side fails to actually get rid of Pacquiao, quote unquote. And of course, it depends how long Pacquiao actually stays in the sports for Lomachenko to even, for Lopez to get a shot at him at some point.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? So, you know, we talking about shit that just happens, and it just happens. So
yeah, exactly. But I mean, right now, for sure, like Lomachenko will be back. Like Lomachenko, like I said, I mean he'll rebound, I'm sure. Like,
yeah, but back at the top, you know, that remains to be seen.
Yeah. You know, unless of course, you know, Lopez decides to, you know, he decides to vacate all his books to go to 140, which is definitely
which is probably the move.
Yeah,
because this is the thing, Lomachenko, like, I don't want to hear all this shit about dude, you know, being the best, whatever, when, you know, if he doesn't get a Haney, a Tank, or a Garcia scalp after this loss. Like, he ain't back until he get one of these, because he has to get it back with one of these youngins. You know, exactly. He didn't have no rematch clause set up with Lopez. Yeah, Lopez figured they was gonna win.
Yeah, Lopez said, "Fuck that bullshit." Like, you know, what rematch clause? Like, it's gonna be the same thing anyway. I'm moving on. Fuck you asking me about some goddamn rematch clause. That's how he was. Like, and
I don't blame him, because they didn't want one. They set up shit for Lomachenko. They thought he was the favorite and he was gonna win. Like, when you know, you know. So, like, Lomachenko, he got to beat one of these young dudes if he want to gain that relevance again.
Yeah, like, he needs to take that Haney fight. I mean, Haney, if he gets by the sparring session with Gamboa, and I consider that because, you know, Gamboa should not be getting title shots in 2020. This it's bullshit. You know, but if Haney gets by, you know, go after Haney, like, you know, offer him something, you know. And
for all the people that's gonna be like, well, how come Lopez can't fight him? The fight don't make much sense for Lopez like that. Like, if Lomachenko's gonna stay at 135, then I feel like that falls on to him to gain relevance. Just like Haney should be trying to gun for Lomachenko, because it's like, well, shit, I bet Lopez beat him. Shit, I bet I could stop Lomachenko. So, you know, it's a good fight for both. Lopez, he trying to go to 140 and do big shit there. Like, y'all done had him at the 135. You ain't gonna get everybody. I could live with the fact that he knocked out Comey and he gave Lomachenko the shellacking.
But I mean, for sure, like if Tank beats LSC, then they're gonna. That's what they're gonna try to make.
I'd actually be intrigued by that. I want that. So
yeah.
Most people, I think most people do too, because I mean, two big punchers, undefeated punchers, shit, and they're young too. So I mean, so it's like it's an ideal fight, and you could probably sell that on a pay-per-view, quote unquote. I mean,
With a Lopez versus Tank.
Yeah. Hell
yeah, like.
Yeah, Floyd will probably make sure it's on pay-per-view. Floyd and Aaron will this is a pay-per-view fight. they'll put it on there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even doubt that fight, like
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's definitely something to see.
Yeah, no, but it was good. Like I mean, it basically this fight was good in so many aspects because it had boxing was trending on Twitter. It's still trending right now. Like ESPN is probably may have gotten like maybe 2 or 2.5 million viewers, but of course we won't know until like later in the week. So I mean, this was the type of attention that boxing needed. Like I mean, it's buzzing.
Yeah, it was no robbery, the fuckery wasn't too high. Yeah. Nobody died. Nothing dramatic. It was just an all around good ass solid. Above. This is just a good fucking night of boxing. Like I got everything I wanted.
Yeah, it's just basically it was just everything. It was good build up because now you have Teofimo. He's buzzing now. Lomachenko, like I mean, granted he's not. I mean he has some notoriety with casuals, but like he's buzzing now. Like every one of these cats is buzzing. So it's just like. This is what boxing needed this kind of shot in the arm. So I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, they also announced Crawford and Brooke on the telecast, so I'm pretty sure we'll get some more information on that. I mean, the co-main for it though is on point though. I mean, the co-main with Franco and Maloney in the rematch from the fight of the year from this summer in the Bubble series.
Okay.
That's official.
Yeah, they're trying their hardest to make us watch a Terrence Crawford fight.
I mean,
look, we'll put on a fight of the year right before it. We'll make sure you watch it. Like, fuck. I had something planned that night, but I'll stay home and see Terrence Crawford fight.
But yeah, it was a good night, man. I had no regrets, man. And that's what's up. Boxing needs some positivity. Where pretty much where a lot of things get criticized, because sometimes boxing does it to itself. It was just good to have something like this just be good and solid. Everyone liked what they saw and they watched and whatnot, and just it was a good good card, bro. So yeah, I think that's about it. Let me can wrap this up. LB, man, do you have any final thoughts?
Nah, man, get one of these niggas to go first.
Okay,
he's looking at my direction.
You're the one that didn't mute themselves. That's why.
Because I'm like, why you always picking on me?
Yeah, I just said because Rome. Right, your final thoughts, bro.
My final thoughts is Lomachenko's done. Ring Gang for life. Check out my new song, The Finals. Available on everything.
Yes.
Feel me? Ring Gang. Till next time.
Yes. We'll definitely we'll be back with Rome soon enough. For the next Rome retro review, probably next week maybe, just depending on them. Let's see. P, you have any final thoughts?
I mean, shout out to Teofimo. He took over. You know what I'm saying? Clap for him. A Star is Born. It's like the Jay-Z song.
Yes.
Other than that, Ring Gang Radio all day. You already know where to find us. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, ringgangradio.com. Fuck with you. Fuck with us. Finals. Check out the new single Finals. Shit goes. Rome shit goes.
Yes.
You already know. Cartoons are out if you haven't watched them. Part 1 and Part 2. So go. You know what I'm saying? For all you hibernating ass dudes, Tech and Destroy. You know what I'm saying? If you hibernate, you got to catch up on all this.
Yes. Absolutely.
You got to mail out the season DVD to these niggas. I missed the bars and bucks, and I missed the room shutter tape. I slept through the finals. The articles. Yeah. What y'all on now? But yeah, ringgameradio.com for life, forever. You know, y'all already know. Y'all make sure y'all just keep following the movement. You know, it's just growing. It's don't be left behind. You know, you don't want to be the one looking out. You know, looking on the outside. You know, looking in when this shit take off.
Yeah, it's just we know who our OG followers are, who's been following us from day one. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come, you still there's still time for you to be our day ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the day one.
Yeah.
You got a couple seats. You know, you gotta sit next to me. You know, we can chill for a little bit. You know, the bus still empty. You know, feel me? Like, but y'all just keep tuning in. You know, more training footage, more artwork, everything. You know, told y'all we was gonna release the flutes on y'all niggas. So let's keep posted in. Let's keep locked in. That's all it is. Ring Gang.
Yes, sir. Nothing more I can add to what these brothers have already said, man. But yeah, articles definitely will be coming soon. You know, I just gotta pick between a couple of forgotten fades. You know, I always like to keep it like a little running list locally on one of my laptops, man. So, article will be coming soon and whatnot. You just keep working with us. Cartoon, I know, will be, coming soon. A new episode, everything like that. And then, of course, I see, the numbers, our subs are increasing for YouTube and, Podomatic, especially Anchor as well. It's like, we appreciate all
shout
of
out to Anchor.
Yeah, Anchor was like, they really listen to our shit on there.
Yeah, shout out to the Anchor fans, Podomatic, Spotify, to all of them.
Yeah, it was great, man. Like I said, ringing, this ringing shit, it's so deep. You know what I'm saying? Like say, all you can do is just follow us, man. Yeah, I guarantee you just won't be disappointed. Real talk. So for myself, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative. For LB, Should Have Worked the God Go artist, for King P, Bodega P, and of course for Rome, Chicago Win. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.